kids, welcome back to Art Club at the Strasburg-Heisler Public Library. This is our second Mother's Day episode. In our last episode, we made a floral masterpiece for Mom. If your mom loves flowers, that was the perfect project for her. However, maybe your mom says that she doesn't have a green thumb, that flowers don't stay alive. Well, we've got a different project. And for this project, we're going to make a rock cactus. Now, to make your rock cactus, you don't have to worry about it staying alive because there is absolutely no way that you can kill this plant because each of our cactuses is made out of rock. Let me tell you what you're going to need for today's project. You're going to need a pot to put your plant in. This little terracotta pot only cost me like 50 cents at a reuse-it store. You're going to need something to go inside. We're going to use an oatmeal canister today. You're going to need some rocks. You're going to need acrylic paint for today's project, especially green because cactuses are green. You're going to need some paintbrushes. You'll need some paper towels. You may want some wet ones just in case you get paint on your fingers. And you'll need a hot glue gun to finish up the project. Now, let's get started with our project and see how to make this. We're going to begin with our pot. Now, to fill up your pot, depending on how big it is, you may need an awful lot of rocks. Let me show you a different way to do this. Rather than filling the whole thing up with rocks, what you can do is you can fill in the bottom. To fill up my pot, what I did was I took an old oatmeal canister and I cut it off. This will sit down inside of my pot, and off of that, I'll build my sculpture of rocks. If you don't have an oatmeal canister, no worries. You could find a plastic container that you have that was used for something else that fits down inside. Just put it upside down so that you're building your rocks off the top. You could also take a piece of wood or a couple pieces of wood and stack them up and put your rocks on top of that. There's a whole bunch of different things you could do, and it really doesn't matter which one you choose because it's not going to be seen. The big thing is that it is sturdy enough to hold the weight of the rocks that are on top of it. Once you have that down inside, you're going to choose a rock that kind of looks like a cactus sticking up. And you're going to take your green paint and paint it. Now, cactuses are a lot of different shades of green. So you could use dark green or you could use light green. You're going to paint the whole rock and let that dry. And then you're going to come back with some white or some cream and a paintbrush, and you're going to put dots on your rock. Once you have those dots, you could take a toothpick and actually spread it out a little further, like it's the spiny things on the cactus. Or you could make little X's over top of the dots to do that. You could just do dots all over the place, and that would be enough also. Do a couple different ones, especially a few large ones to stick up higher. Once you have those finished and they've dried, you're going to decide how you want to fit them in here. Now, mine are just sitting in here, and you may have rocks that just fit down inside and sit there really nice. If they don't, you may want to take a hot glue gun and make sure that they're all glued together. If that's not strong enough, you could use epoxy as well. But you want to get some help from a parent doing this. If it's a project that you're doing with mom, mom can help you with this. If it's a gift for mom, you may want to have dad help you instead. And who knows what he has in his workshop to help hold those things together. Once we have our main sculpture put in there, we're just going to fill around the edges with all the remaining rocks that we have, especially if you have light kind of cream or white rocks around the edge. That helps the cactus to stand out a little bit more. And once you have all of that put together, you're all ready to present your cactus to Mom with love.